Hello guys and welcome back to the kingdom. I'm King Happy, and as you saw last time I was playing with the record farm. I made some modifications since and I've been playing with it, and it's been quite fruitful, although it's blown up about 10 times. So I've got a whole range of discs. Haven't got the broken one. I'm not sure if you can get it from creepers. You should be able to. I've only got 1 blocks, and I haven't really remembered how many different ones there are to see if I've missed any other ones. But I set it up so I can have some trap down here, and then I can open it and let some more in and close it again. So they should have only a small bit of life because they end up hitting the top. And I swear I see one holding a disc. Anyway, so this works by running up and back. Not very efficient. Highly dangerous. And this I guess is 1.4 proof because of this opening closing part. I can open and close it so that when they fall they hit a block which goes in and out. That deals them enough damage, so they don't need too much life to die. I haven't done exactly, because in the next snapshot, the 12 to V39A, which I haven't moved to yet, and I probably won't until they go to the next one, when creepers fall on top of you, they explode pretty much instantly. So, if I had it open and they fell down, they might explode as soon as they get down, so no matter how careful I am down here, they may mess it up still. And it's not very reliable because you have to wait for skeletons to be behind the creepers. Hopefully some more went in there. So it's not that reliable. It can be a bit frustrating. But yeah, I've got a number of CDs like I said. And for the moment, before I see what they do with the rest of 1.4, I think that's okay for the moment. I was going to think about setting up some minecarts. I had some ones testing, but the timing isn't very nice. And all the ones I tested, you sort of stopped after a couple of back and forths. But my plan today is twofold, I think, or threefold. I want to finish up the surface. That should only take a very brief time. The only thing I can't do is the lapis. I need to do a lot more mining of that, and I'm actually running out of redstone ore, which is shocking for me because I had like 5 stacks of redstone ore, which was rather excessive. I need to do a lot of mining. Lowish on diamonds, apart from my blocks, and I'm definitely low on a lot of normal materials because I've been building for this competition ever since, and haven't done any farming or resource gathering. So, the first plan is to finish up the top. That won't take me a couple of seconds probably, and you only see a second or so of that. Second of all, I want to make this hidden base, hidden area, so if I can get on here without dying, just like so. What I want to do is have a secret room down here, and all the people that haven't seen this, I know I keep saying this sort of thing, but there you are. And what I want to do is down here is make a secret room, so just eat on these potions. Ooh, bit of lag there. And this should go out into the wall, and should be able to go through. There we are. So what I want to do is make a hidden room behind here, so that designed so you could enderpearl through or just walk through with a fire resistance potion. And here I want to make sort of a safe room, and you may have seen already, or you will see, there is now a dragon egg duplicator that works. And my principle, as you know, is that if it makes the game easier, then you shouldn't do it. If it's just for decorative purposes and you can't gain something any other way, like transmutating old blocks to make things that aren't actually in the game anymore, that's fine. It doesn't make the game any easier, it just makes it more enjoyable. And I think I want to set up one of these machines in here for dragon eggs, and make some sort of pretty dragon egg safe room. I think that'd be quite nice. And my next idea I want to do today, if I can get through here without falling. Oh, there we are. Yep. And the next idea was trying to find another end portal. Now, I've never actually gone and looked for another end stronghold ever. I assume they exist, but I want to see if the one from spawn that I will try and find is the same one I found over there, because it should be quite close to spawnish. And then I want to work out where the next portal would be. And I want to do this because I want to get a silverfish spawner, because when I found mine I destroyed it and I didn't really think about it, which is annoying. And now that I have, I would like to do some fun things with silverfish. Silverfish are lovely little creatures that you can play with, and my redstone level is a redstone level. Yeah, I know enough about redstone to play with the blocks with that now. So that's my plan, and I'm going to get back to you after I've shown you the surface finished, so back in a sec. They've changed the noise on these, and that's really quite weird. Why is it howling? You hit them when they're... There you are. It's like a... what an angry wolf would make. That's really weird. Anyway, I'll get back on. Oh. I just love these sounds. Listen. It just sounds lovely now. I know there's lots of controversy about the sounds. Some of them are okay. Some of them are really good. I like the walking on the sand. I like the breaking the sand. I think it sounds awesome. Obviously the minecart sound will be fixed, I hope, as it doesn't even change volume depending on your sound volume, which is weird and obviously broken. So I'm actually here, and the whole reason I was doing some enchanting was because I didn't have any spades left, and I'm getting kind of low on all tools. I think I'm down to one decent silk touch left, if there's even that left somewhere. And I've got to go collect a load of ores, so I've got to get a load of redstone ore and lapis ore, or I could fortune at the same time, but a very short trip if you fortune lapis. So what I'm doing now is getting sand, obviously, and I'll be storing up some gunpowder and ready to make some more TNT. I haven't really made any TNT for a while. I haven't really kept a store of TNT lately. I used to have like 6 stacks of TNT at all times, but I went and used that in like one episode, so yeah. I think I've got enough for about 3 or 4 stacks of TNT. So I'm going to make these, and then we're going to go over to past my emerald farm, my mining one. And then we're going to do some TNT mining, so back in a bit. 1 stack. 2 stack. Almost. 2 stack. 3 stacks. 3.5-ish stacks. That's okay, we won't use it all today, hopefully. Made that mistake before. So I'll use some of it, and I'll meet you over at the emerald farm, and we'll set some explosions off. I thought I'd just give you a bit of perspective. Here's my original village, and they're the coordinates. It's about 1,000... yeah, about 1,000 blocks away from my base. And there's quite a lot of them here. I did put a lot of doors here. There's even a whole massive house over there, basically all doors. And it works. And this is my tunnel, which goes to my emerald farm. Basically, this was the first village I found in 1.3. And then when the emeralds came out, I then went that way to the nearest extreme hills biome to find an emerald area, and that's basically now where I do all of my mining and things. And over here, I like it over here instead of back at base because I don't have to worry about lighting things up afterwards. No, it's not necessary. If I do it back at base and I don't light something up, then it's going to cause me problems. But over here, it's perfectly fine not to leave things lit up, which I like, a bit more relaxed. And as you can see, there's craters and holes everywhere, and it's a bit of fun over here. If I did this on a proper server, I probably wouldn't do this, but it's a bit of fun for me. I might as well turn sounds back on. Yeah. So basically this whole bottom is an Extreme Hills biome, if you look on that Extreme Hills edge. And basically all of it is bedrock. Oh, got some there. I went and re-enchanted another Silk Touch. No, I didn't. I tried to, and it failed. I decided not to show you that bit. I also enchanted me some more boots. So I've got some very rare ones actually from my stats video when I did 1,000 of diamond enchantments. Fire Protection 3 for the Falling 4 is not a very common enchantment, but it will do, I guess. So I've got loads of supplies on me. This is how I normally do my mining setup. I would normally bring pistons and things with me as well, so I could do X-ray machines. But at the moment I'm not looking for mobs or dark areas, I'm just blasting things up for the fun of it. Because that's how you should really relax in Minecraft. It's not always about doing everything perfectly, mathematically correctly. It's a bit of fun. So I'll be back with you once I set up some explosions, and then we can have some fun. Okay, first one set up. Over half a stack of TNT. Let's have some fun. So be ready to run behind it, just in case there's lava that comes out, or mobs that start spawning. Ooh, gold. Ooh, redstone. Nice. And yes, you do end up wasting some redstone and diamonds if you blow them up. But that's the price of fun, so I'm not really that bothered. But there's enough redstone here probably to do, actually to finish off the top bit of top of the base. That's why I haven't shown you yet. I realised that when I was recording looking at the recordings anyway, while I was doing the minecart journey over. And I will show you that when it's completely finished. Probably not with the lapis finished, but just the redstone in, so you can see it from above. I think the lapis would be a little bit more long term, although if I get like another stack of lapis blocks, as in before I fortune them, then it would go a lot of the way. So anyway, I'll be back when I've cleaned this out and set up another one. Well, spoke too soon. First piece of diamond, I've got my Silk Touch. And that's Silk Touch as well, yep. Just 4 blocks, any more? And it looks like 4. I have had a 10 before. Actually on my hardcore series I had a 10, which was ridiculous. I didn't even think that was possible. This must have been where 2 chunks had merged together. So, back on. Okay, I found a couple more diamond blocks, but another explosion. And get away from it. Oh, this is so much more fun than strip mining. I swear they blew up a zombie, it did. I love doing this. I really do. So, on to the next one. So, first stack finished. Lost some coal. Nothing else at all. Oh, that's disappointing. What level are we on? We're on 15, so I'll do another one. Round 2. See how much of this will actually set off. Get rid of torches again. Probably made some more. That's a bigger hole. Much better. Doesn't look very fruitful around here, does it? That is sad. Wow. Nothing at all. I'll keep going again then. Round 3, half stack left for today. And don't tell me it's inefficient use of TNT. I'm not bothered at all. Oh, this is so much more fun. And still should have made some more torches. Whew. Oh, there's some redstone ore. And diamond. And it didn't even break any of them. Diamond, gold, Redstone. Diamond's okay. I'll take the diamond, we'll see how many there is, and then I'll clean it up. Silk touch, silk touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 diamonds isn't bad. Get rid of that. That's probably all of them. Yep. And another 6 diamonds. That brings up to 12, I think. I did put some in the chest. So now I'll clear this up and I'll get back to you. Okay, 27 more. I did get some more stuff. I got some lapis and more other stuff. I'll show you in a bit. But this has got to go off first. Y equals 8, so there's a high chance of us blowing some stuff up. Oh, lots of redstone, very nice. And the thing some people don't realise about bedrock is mobs can't spawn on it. Oh, didn't finish. Will help you there. And another thing people ask, ouch, just cannoned myself. Another people ask is, why do I still collect, oh, diamond. Why do I still collect iron ore? That's because I work on the principle that my iron farms are, oh, still not gone off. My iron farms are making things easier for me, but I'll only use those iron that comes from that as decoration. I won't use it as tools and things, so I collect quite a lot of iron when I do mining, which can justify me having the iron farms. Oh, more diamond. Oh, bit lag there. Cool. Oh, hello creepers. Yep, they can't spawn on bedrock, but they can spawn on that. That's what I get for being lazy at lighting things up. So I'll clear this up and I'll see the rest. See, we destroyed one bit of diamond there. So that's possibly a few that we've lost there just because of that. But it's the price I pay for having some fun, and I think I can pay that price. If I can get that diamond. So yeah, I'll clear it up and I'll be back with you in a sec. Well, I'm out of the mines, and I thought you might want to see this. This is how world generation seems to work now. I think it looks hilarious. So yeah, that's a bit between. And my coordinates, I'm about 1,000 blocks away from where I was to begin with. So I've got to work out where I am and then travel back. But yep, that's a sea biome. And that's not a sea biome. Anyway, I'll see you back with the base and I'll see how much I have altogether from the mining. Okay, we're back and got 2.5 stacks of redstone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of coal, some more, 1 diamond and 20 ores, which we're going to fortune now. I like doing this for people watching because you can get a kind of an estimate of what you're going to get in fortune 3. Normally I get about 2.5 per, so I'm expecting about 45 to check as the fortune 3. So 45 would be the normal sort of target. It shows you that if you have fortune 3 it's well worth using. You'd be silly not to, because that's much easier. Oh, 45 exactly. You can oh, that was after we had the 1 extra, so it would have been more if, oh no, just under 2.5. I use lapis as well. Hopefully we can get enough blocks to do a little bit more, just make it look a bit nicer, and then I go finish the surface finally. Well, finish enough for today anyway. And I do like the levelling up sound, I have to say. It's nice. So how many blocks can we make out of that? I'm guessing 20 or so. And a bit more. That's okay. Lapis seems to be honest, rarer than most things. You only really find it in caves rather than just strip mining, or just randomly mining like I do. So there's enough redstone ore, 2.5 stacks of iron, half stack of gold. It's okay for a few hours worth. So I'm going to finish top and then give you a little look, and then we'll move on to the next thing for today. Okay, So, I finished it off, and I've done the tunnel inside to go down to the base. The particles are annoying, but as I found yesterday, well, yesterday for me, a couple of days ago for you, redstone ore, if you walk over it to activate them with bud switches, if your particles are set to minimum, then you don't see the redstone activate, which was rather perplexing to me before, but now that I know it's fine. And also, someone did tell me that the particle settings are actually attached to the sound of the rain, which is bizarre, but there you go, it works like that. So, obviously I've got a bit of lapis left to get over there, but the front of it's presentable, and this bit's presentable as well. Having a couple of its problems is like a random mob spawning over here now and then, although I'm pretty sure the light level's good enough not to spawn things. It should be all above 7. So I don't know how they're spawning. There's a 7, but I don't think they can spawn on 7s. One of these hasn't got one underneath. Oh well, it's just something for me to adjust now and then. But I'm going to show you this way down. So I've got a piece of coal on me, and if I just get some potatoes. Probably some potatoes here already. Yep, there is. So that activates one bud switch. The other one is here. Here. There it is. So there you are. So it's a nice little tunnel. And you come down half a heart. That's because of how high the roof is. So that's my way in now. Well, one of the ways in. I think it's quite cool. And that will close up as soon as either the coal stopped cooking or that piece of redstone ore deactivates. And I'm trying to pack a lot into this episode, I'm sorry, and I'll probably cut out a lot of it so that I can give you it all in a reasonable time. The next plan is to hollow out this room under here and build the egg duplicator, and I'll run you through that. I won't tell you how to do it step by step. I've done a separate thing on that which you can download and have a look at anyway, so, and also there'll be a link to the thing where I found it originally. Even though I don't think it's his original design, I'm sure you can have some fun if you want to. And I'll build that room in there. I might finish it today, I might just build the machine and just put it there. Might take me a little bit of absorbing time to make it pretty in there. And then I will go and find another end portal, hopefully. So I'll be back when I've got the room hollowed out and the machine ready, and I'll give you a little show of what it does. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the monstrosity that is the egg duplicator. This is the wall which goes into the portal room. I've hollowed out a little room. I was thinking this might be a slime chunk. If it is, then I need to do something about the flooring. If it isn't, I thought I could style this in sort of a nether area. And you know how much I like nether. All the nether brick, I think it looks awesome. And I've got the lava wall here already. I could do a nice thing around it as a surround and then do it on each side. So I want some feedback before I do that some other time. What sort of style I should do this in, because I would love to know. And this should work. 1 egg there. I've got spaces for 4. And there you go. Eggs are popping off. 5 eggs and some more over there. Ooh. Ooh, I must have hit the egg. Now that's annoying, isn't it? Now to move eggs. Where's it gone? It must have gone in the room. Problem is with eggs, if you hit them, they will teleport. So it's probably gone up to the surface. Unless it's gone in there. Nope. Must have gone on top. Anyway, we might have some of these laying around sometime. It means I can fill up with 4. And it'll keep working. So yeah, I'm going to sit here for a little bit and gather some eggs, I think. Although I don't have any space. Okay, I'm going to get some chests, then come back and gather some eggs. And then I'll be back with you after that. And then we'll set off to find our next end portal. Because I don't actually know how far away from each other they normally are. Nice to know. And I'm trying to find one that is connected differently to the spawn as it is to my one. Because at the moment, if I go through a portal next to my end portal, there's another one from my end portal to wherever it goes back to my base, because it's not far enough away. I want to find one which is like in the opposite direction to spawn, so I can get a separate portal going towards it, so that if I ever want to have people on it. And I get a lot of questions about this. At the moment I'm playing this as a single player, not for applications, not for other people. There's no way I could even fund having it on all the time, just for the electricity bills. It costs me more to upload than it does anything else at the moment anyway. So at some point it may go otherwise, but until further notice it's not, so please don't keep asking. And yes, I'd like it so that there'll be a separate way that I could go to the end. So I could have a room in my nether hub which would go to the end, rather than going through my base. So that's the idea, and also having the silverfish spawner would be excellent as well. Even if I wanted to destroy the end portal, because you can do that with trees, if that still works. You can grow trees through it, and sometimes they do remove the blocks. But anyway, I'm going to finish this off and then I'll continue. Okay, so I made several chests full of eggs and I just left them in there. And I would love to hear some suggestions of how I should furnish that room. I want to make it sort of a secret, nice, pretty room. And here you can see how aggravating the snow is, and a lot of the arena is covered in snow still, so it needs to do a lot of work in there still. So we're going to set off these ender eyes, and I have a feeling it'll take me straight back to the one I've already found, but I'm going to work out which direction that one's in and then travel the opposite way first. So I'll be back when I'm closing in on one, I think. Well, I couldn't find one any reasonable distance to spawn. Never actually looked up how far away end portals normally are. I could have been on a really bad mission for that, but I am going to go look at my emerald farm side and just see where the ender eye goes there. If it goes back to my same end portal, then I think it's not going to be worth looking at finding another end portal unless I have. Well, the only other way I would do it if I went back to somewhere like the Mushroom Land, which is miles away, and seeing if that came to a different portal. But then having it over there, well, I guess at the Mushroom it might be a slight advantage to have it over there, because then you can return back here if you go back through the end. But I really want the end portal as a different way from spawn to get there, so I think I'm just going to build a minecart track from spawn to the end portal directly that I've got at the moment. Not as fun. I really want to find another end portal sometime. Looks like if I want to do some testing, then I'm going to have to go a long way, it would seem, at least. Well, I'll have a check over there, and I'll be back with you when I'm ready to do that. Well, I'll be honest, I decided after a while that I didn't think I'd bother looking at another place because it's so far away. Eventually I might look over there for an easy way to get back here as a shortcut. But I decided instead I'll do something more interesting, as I reviewed the footage and thought it could be a bit better, so I cut out a whole chunk of it and I thought I'd put in some of this. So I've been doing a lot of brewing, filling up those chests eventually, and I've always had this sort of a question, and it's sort of a age-old mythy thing that goes around in Minecraft, same as the whole to breaking leaves give you the same amount of saplings and stuff. Same sort of era of that, and this is splash potions. And what's the most effective way to use splash potion to get the most time out of them? And it's something that loads of people don't know, and I'd love to know. So I set up some experiments here. I've got a pressure plate on top of a dispenser here, one on the side of it, one next to it, and then one at your head. So I'm going to try each different one, see how much time I get on a 6-minute one, and also I'm going to do it straight downwards and straight upwards with a block right over my head. And then I'll try some enclosed ones and I'll get back with the results, because I need to take a break between each one obviously if they do get up to 6 minutes anywhere near them at all. So, off the first one. First one's obviously just throw straight down. I'm going to stand in the middle of the block and throw it straight down. 5 minutes 15-ish. So that's almost all of it. So that's a rather effective way of doing it. just on your own, I wouldn't know if it's exactly the same if you have more than one person with you. They should get the exactly same effect. So I'm going to pause until I'm ready to do the next test. Wow, I found out something very strange. I was over here, and as the beacon range is just about there, if you have a speed 1, and I still had 4 or 5 minutes left on it, if you walk over to the beacon will then override that potion effect. So it gave me 8 seconds of speed, so I can run back and forth and remove the effects of the original potion, which I'm not sure you actually want to do in practice. Apart from this sort of testing, I'm not really sure if that's a useful thing or not. I would have thought you would have got the speed 2, but then speed 1 would have kept going and then replaced it when the other one finished. So anyway, on to the next one. I've got to put one of these in here, and this way you do it by just, if you go on the side of the pressure plate, you can put it on. You can't put a pressure plate directly on top of one, you just go into it. So, let's see what we get here. 4 minutes 45-ish, so that's less, and I might as well run over here and do it this way. And you may notice I do get through a lot of ender pearls, and we'll just watch this change on here. There you are, speed 2. We walk back over here, we'll just ender pearl back out of the range of the beacon, and that will run out. There you are, and no effects at all now. That's something I did not know would happen, so that's quite cool. So we'll do it this one. 4 minutes 50. I may be a couple of seconds out because of just the part of the pressure plate you're on top of and everything, but I'd say those two designs are probably the same. Yeah, I'd say they're about the same. Whereas the one on the floor, maybe a little bit better, but generally all those three there are pretty much the same. Obviously, the best one would be to get 6 minutes exactly, but we'll have a look at these. So this one, we're just walking straight in front of it and have a look. Now obviously if you're directly in the centre you probably get a better effect. There you are, 6 minutes. That's the full amount, so that is then the most effective, I would guess. I very much doubt this is as effective as that. That's really cool to know actually, because these ones here are a good minute and a bit less than the full, but that was exactly the full amount. That's really cool to know, because a lot of people use these sort of things in an array at the bottom to get multiple effects at once, but then obviously it's easier just to jump into a thing with 4 around you. So that's cool to know. I'll try this one still though, and it may be the same as the one on your feet only. I'm guessing it might. Yeah, but that's quite a cool effect, be able to go back and forth. Wasn't expecting that at all. So we'll try this one. Wait for this. Yep, that's worn off already. And there you are, 6 minutes again. So these two, if they're directly on your body, it seems, you get the full effect of the potion. Anyone in the ground, you get about a sixth less on that potion anyway. So that's really cool to know. If you have it up here or here, then it's more effective. Which means if you had a pressure plate in the middle and then these in a row side by side, you could run through them and get multiple full potion effects. So if you had speed, strength, fire resistance, I don't know other ones you'd use actually, regeneration, you just run through and pick them up. That could be quite cool. Same way as you could do it on minecarts. Oh, I don't know. I might have to try minecarts sometime. I wonder if you can get potion effects full through minecarts. That could be quite cool. You could go through like way stations, and just before you get out, you could then be hit with a burst of speed. So as soon as you get out, you can just keep running. That would be quite cool. And also, I was looking at these to have some sort of entrance behind that nether rack over there. And I always call it nether rack, nether brick. I never mean nether rack. Don't worry. I was thinking of having a way coming from the tunnels underneath the water, then one come over here. I was going to play with the proximity sensor some more in a test world probably, and then on the other side of this you could have a pressure plate with a dispenser on it with fire resistance, so then it hit you with it on a splash potion and then you just walk straight through here and then you'll be completely fine. be a one-trip journey unless you want to take another potion somewhere else and go back the other way. Or you could have it so there's a pressure plate in the floor, and then it'll give you another special potion to go back. Although you don't want to set off both every time you go through. Obviously you only get 9 chances at that unless you have 2, one each side, and then activate them separately. Bit hassle for what I probably wouldn't use it. Just want it to look cool. But I think that just about rounds up this episode. Now, as always, I'd love to hear feedback on what I should be doing on my next episodes. I want to clear out this area at some point. I don't really think I have time before this competition, because I just want to clean up some areas. I want to make a secret entrance over there. I want to sort out that bit below there. Maybe neaten up the nether area a bit more. Do a little bit more tunnels maybe. Maybe make another column. No, any suggestions you have is always welcome. But there you go, that's the end of the episode, I think. So, I must say thank you very much for joining me, guys. And I've been King Happy, and I'll see you next time. So, goodbye.